What's this?
Hello, welcome back to the Freak Show. Bumpy McSquigums here. I want to thank you all for joining me as I continue with my Let's Play of Masquerada Songs and Shadows. This is episode 2, folks, and it's time. I don't know, it's time. We're going to hop in, we're going to go see where this cart takes us, and be about our business.
Actually, I expected the registry to be spending more on dealing with the war than printing up their carriages.
Oh, actually, sir...
Don't get me wrong, I love the finish, but...
Sir, it's this one.
What? Oh. Well, the less attention we draw, the better for us, anyway. Come on, let's see if this butte can get us through the... ages.
Presence out, all of you. Make no trouble for us, and you'll have none yourselves.
Sir, do it.
That's it, boys. Stop by again, you lot. It was a pleasure.
They're getting bolder by the day.
I would have liked to have seen how bold they felt if they knew he was an Inspectore. I bet they would have thought...
Ricardo!
Hear that, boys? An Inspectore.
You mean you no trouble?
Words spoken behind a blade. The Inspectore will fetch us some. We don't need the other two. Truly a pleasure.
Watch your flanks!
Oh, just a random battle in the middle of town. Okay, because why not? Alright, so we are apparently the Inspectore. I don't know what that means exactly, but it's probably not good. Oh, we have absolutely no special skills right now. That's not great. What is this? Well, I'm going to take you out of the fight because you're a coward and you're going to run from me. And I'm going to take you down, and then I'm going to take you out, fat man. That was easy. You see how amazingly good I handled it? It was a scripted battle. I don't think I could have lost that one, but it's okay. Maybe I could have lost it. I doubt it, though.
So, Ricardo, you watched me fight.
He more than watched, sir. He was practically gawking.
Sister!
Relax. All I wanted to know is why you seem so surprised.
Well, 7 Inspectores and none would stoop to a level to have contadini like us present to watch them train.
Doesn't mean you can't steal a glance from the West Wing. The upper levels provide quite the view.
If you don't mind me saying, sir, you're awfully comfortable around us.
What do you mean?
People like us, I mean, contadini, maskless.
You mean people who have lives and dreams and all? I think I'd be more worrying if I was uncomfortable, no?
Okay, so that was interesting. I like it.
It's been so long since I've heard that.
Heard what?
Slow down, please. That. The Pale Isle. For a city this dark to have a heart so bright. Let's go.
Okay. So we're going back into the city where our bro died. I'm still assuming it's the brother. I don't know.
This is new.
Extra security measures, sir, since the war began.
Business?
Transport.
And who are you transport... I see.
Problem, Ilencio?
Carry on.
This is all very interesting. Very interesting.
Well, that wasn't very polite.
You don't expect them to treat war criminals with politeness, do you?
I'm sorry, sir. I didn't mean to.
No. Stop the coach, please. I think I'd like a little time to myself, if you don't mind. I'll make my way up to the White Spire when I'm done.
Of course, sir. We'll be at the stables if you need to find us.
Huh. Alright, the Contadani. You can press L to view them. The Masquerada might be the jewels of Amber, but it is the Contadani that are its life's blood. A large number of Contadani are found outside the city in the lands known as the Echoing Plains. The plains are still within the national borders of Ambre, and the settlements in the plains that are collectively known as the Randagia, the Randagia or the Randagia, house a great many of the nation's Contadani. Life in the Randagia, I got nothing, guys, is relatively simple compared to that in the city. Farming and raising cattle are the most common jobs taken up by the Contadani living there. Within the city itself, however, a great many of the Contadani have taken up residence. To many people from foreign lands, their presence in the city makes no sense. It is a dangerous place, one filled with death and poverty. Yet why does it attract so many of the nation's lower class? Most of Amber's scholars believe that once enough individuals come together to form a sufficiently large society, that society begins to behave in ways that are independent of, perhaps even detrimental to, the interest of its members. In a way, the city develops a mind, a will of its own to survive and to keep plowing on. So they say, asking why the Contadani continue to live in the city is problematic. Okay. Because it assumes that the individual desires of each Contadani would somehow be reflected in the larger movements of the city when that is, in fact, not nearly the case. Dear Lord, this is some somewhat deep stuff, guys and gals. See if your minds are blown by it or not. The cyclical, sure, that's a word I don't see very often. The cyclical rhetoric that has been given is that the Contadani remain in the city because they are part of it, and despite their individual desires, have no power as a collective to change that. To a certain degree, I believe in the theory, but I fear it all too well masks a quieter reason for the growing existence of our underprivileged lower class, the potential of fulfillment. Many Contadani glamorize the lives of the Masquerada, and I cannot blame them for doing so. We bend the elements of the world to our will, we live in lavish houses and beautiful vistas. We needn't ever worry about finding food for the next meal. This lifestyle has a strong lure, especially to those of empty stomachs and vacant purses, and has brought a great number of Contadani to the city. These are men and women who harbor the hopes that by placing themselves in the direct vicinity of the Masquerada, they will one day be able to join their ranks. That hope is not a futile one. I myself have made the transition, although it is not one that often gets fulfilled. Well, that whole situation. Alright, there's a lot of cats in this place, like a lot of cats, like an absurdly large amount of cats. Oh, 12 years I've slaved, and for what? To throw my life away defending those useless lard butts up there, blah blah blah, careful, I have a child, she needs me. Is she hurt? Or what's the deal with her? No, we can't seem to interact with anybody. But we can still walk around this like living, breathing city and learn stuff about it. What's this over here? The Pale Isle. We can press L to view. We're not going to view it right now. That guy's got a drum. That's weird. Alright, that looks like that's a dead end. Huh. It's all very interesting. Now we'll continue on. Right now, apparently we're just like a flat sword fighter. Oh, look, you have a baby. It's so cute. Yeah, it's an odd contrast. You have the giant men that are all heavily armored walking around. You have the medium-sized men that are heavily armored. You have these skinny, I'm assuming women, and the little weird tabards and stuff, and then kind of men. I mean, there's a variety, but it's a weird variety. It's very contrasty. Look at this fat dude over here. What's this guy's deal?
Hey, aren't you forgetting something, scum? Oi, I'm talking to... Of all the souls, I never thought I'd get to see you again.
What do you want?
What do I want? I want you to have a taste of what we went through because of you. Oh, the mouse has teeth. Let's see how well he bites.
Here they come!
Alright, somehow I feel like this is a mismatched battle. I'm just saying. If you take a look, The dude's fully armored, and he's got a gigantic mace. That did not work at all. This is not going well for me. Oh my god, it hurts! Fight, 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 fight! No, he's gonna hurt me! I'm a delicate flower! Ow.
I need help.
Ow, that didn't work very well.
The man who lives like a coward deserves to suffer like one. Valencio, Sir, I swear... I didn't...
Attention.
Huh.
We are in the middle of a war, Sinencio. Do you understand that?
I didn't...
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Your masquerine is to be used against the mask runners of the city, not against its citizens, exiled or not. You have demonstrated a sore lack of understanding with regards to the utilization of masquerines. You will unbind from your masquerine and have the privilege of its company revoked for a period of 10 days.
Huh.
Keep
Nice.
you waiting any longer and it'll be 30.
He got slapped like a crazy person. I don't know. That's kind of a punishment to everyone.
Go.
They have to look at that guy now. Bye, Waddles.
You lucky bastard. If I hadn't been out for a drink...
At this time, someone's picked up some habits.
Why are you here, Cicero? A man with your reputation must be either mad or desperate to return to the city.
Here, read it.
Or perhaps we're desperately mad. You ever think of that?
Summoned back to Umber at the request of the Verone, your exile will be revoked and you will be granted a grand sum of... So what? You're back for the money?
Mad or desperate.
And do you know for what reason you've been called back?
If you can decipher anything from this cryptic mess, please.
You need to see a Vestus.
Accompany me? I think it'd be a good time to hear what's been going on.
You mean it'd be good to have a bodyguard?
Well, I was trying to be nice.
Come on. He's in the White Spire.
Well, one day, maybe, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be able to actually land a gig like this, doing some voice actitude. Alright, let's press L and see what's up. Alright, so we have factions, we have the Contadani, we have another location, we have the Docks of Umber, we have Umber, the Pale Isle, and that's it. I feel like we should have more. It's fine. Dude, stop running into the barrels, man. Let it go. Let's go. Come on. Where's Shaw? She did not make it out of the quiet order. Oh, my condolences. My condolences, too. I don't know what any of that means, but I, too, condole upon you. Alright. Let's go explore the city some more. Run like the... Oh, well, there's not really much to explore. Alright, they're forcing me to do what they want me to do. I'm being forced to conform. I don't like it. Chicken chaser. No. Aw, I can't... Oh, that's so sad. I wanted to chase the chicken. Boo. That's okay. It's okay. Speak. I wish to eavesdrop. I want to be dropping some eaves, sir. No, nothing. Alright, it's cool. We shall head up this way. Right clicking, yeah. Alright, what's over here? What's this?
Would you look at that?
Huh. Elysian stones. I'd have expected the war to curb trade a little.
It did. For about 3 months, until the countries across the belt realized how much they missed our work.
And so they decide to send their traders to a country steeped in civil war.
It isn't that bad. The bloodiest sons have all set. We're just cleaning up what's left of it. In fact, I think in a few years it'll be completely over.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, I've heard it both ways. Get your roast beef here. Get your beef that is roasted. I'm sorry, I have no control over my motor functions. I can't stop knocking over your stuff, lady. Alright, I feel better now. This looks like this is going to be bad for me somehow. Let's find out.
I want it!
We don't care. You're at least a week away from another rotation.
I'm the best firebrand here, and you know it.
Get lost, Travis. You know there's no way you're going to get it.
Were they arguing over a masquerade? Aren't there enough to go around?
The war. Ever since your brother gave out all those masquerades to the mask runners, the death toll on both sides has been great.
And you've been losing masquerades.
So long as they sit upon a dying face, to the dust they go. And now, the city is running out of them. Everyone's feeling it. The guilds, the mask runners, the registry. The Vegulists even suspect that in the next 50 years or so, there'll be fewer than 100 masquerades left.
But there were thousands before. Surely 5 years.
5 years have crippled this country, Cicero. I am sorry. That did not come out as smoothly as I had intended.
You're tired. I understand.
You would, wouldn't you? Well, let's not keep a Vestus waiting.
Okay. Ooh, we can read about the masquerades. If there were one thing that defined Amber, it would not be the Masquerada or its artistic landscape, or even the mountain under which it hides. It would be the masquerades, masks of magic that grant their wearers the ability to harness the elements with efficiency. The masquerades are the distinguishing element that separates the country from the rest of the world that surrounds it. When the first came to the lands of Amber, the masquerades were already there, and in the early ages of Amber's history they were feared. The effects that using masquerades had on their wearers was not completely understood, and neither was the act of using them. People regarded the masquerades with apprehension, for they did not comprehend the mechanics behind their powers. Sorry about that, folks. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm like exceptionally stuffy for like the last 2 to 3 days. My nose has just been, it's not been good. I don't know if I'm allergic to something or what the deal is, but I have been very, very stuffy, so I've been trying to power on through without causing too many breaks or interruptions, but it doesn't happen perfectly. Anyway, even till modernity, sure. Modernity, there are remnants of that apprehension, though society has mostly gotten over their fears, having been spurred forward to embrace the masquerades for the power they promise. This power the masquerades hold has been ever more valued in recent years, especially considering their disappearing nature. The masquerades inexplicably vanish should they be worn upon the face of a dying being. Again, the reasons behind this death rattle are just as shrouded in mystery as the origins of the masquerades themselves, but have rendered the artifacts a quickly disappearing commodity. Stop killing each other. Simple. Don't kill people. It's bad. You don't want to murder people. It gives you nightmares. I should know. I don't know. I've never murdered anyone at all that you guys can prove. Moving right along. The White Spire Courtyard. Look at them, they're all doing battles. They have their, probably rapiers, and then, what, main gotch. I think that's what those knives are called. Something along those lines. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it all over the place, but that's okay. Wow, look at the, craziness here. I like the heavily armored straw dummy, the regular straw dummy. There's a thing over there, there's a thing over there, there's a book over here. Good stuff all around. The media. What does the media have to say? Alright, the media are methods practiced by the Masquerada to better harness the powers of the masquerades. How the media help in the wielding of this power has yet to be fully understood, but it has been determined that through the practice of certain forms of craft, the Masquerada gains the ability to channel their powers with more finesse and precision. The elements bend more precisely to the will of a Masquerada well practiced in a media. There are, to this day, 7 known media, 6 of which have been classified into pairs. There prevails the belief that according to the patterns of the media, there must exist an 8th as well, though the Vegulists have been unable to ascertain either its presence or its nature. The various media and their pairs are as follows. The Fisica, okay, that would be the Medanza and the Marobusto. The Visiva, the Meliere and the Messiner. The Ateria, the Mecantere and the Merumento. The Merumento. Oh my gosh. And they're all like M names. Ah! And then the Mekenza, that is the only one that currently exists alone. So, just pardon my butchery of this, guys and gals. It's still mostly voice acted. Obviously, there's like little lore things and stuff that isn't, but it's okay. So just put up with my terrible pronunciation of this. I'm sure other people are going to struggle with it. Maybe as much, probably not as much, but just enjoy it.
What are they up to?
You don't recognize it. That's Gavar's Caprice. I'm surprised it took you so long to spot it.
Don't talk about my Caprice. You're driving up with my Caprice. No, I don't have a Caprice. It's fine. Alright. Let's see. Well, we could not go that way. I suppose we'll head this way. The White Spire. Not going to read that one this time, guys and gals. We'll save that for another time. For now, we're going to walk around and see if there's any other cool little hidden snippets of... There's a lot of cats. Like, a lot of cats. It's a little bit absurd. Where are all the dogs, man? Come on. Don't you guys know that you should have dogs around? Cats are kind of meh. Dogs are where it's at. Everybody loves dogs. Well, if they don't, they should. Just saying. The White Spire Concourse. The Registry. Press L to view. Look at that hat. Look at that hat. That's something special. Oh.
Any idea why the old man wants to see me?
Not a very solid one. One of the Regenti has gone missing. And these walls should not be privy to this conversation.
Huh. Alright, well, we'll privy ourselves this way. There are a lot of... Man, too bad our brother wasn't successful. Like, we're back here. I mean, our brother went and chased down the guy. He almost... Well, he failed epically. Are we going to run into that lady who murdered our brother? Is that going to be a thing? Because I feel like we should try to get revenge if that's the case. Even though we're, like, really, really bad in comparison to him, and he lost one-on-one, like, quite easily. Public's general reaction to Gavar's return seems to be one of bad Juju Magumbo. Alright, up this way. Sup, guys? The White Spire upper hallway. We fought a battle here, too. This is near the... Whoa, look at that place. And make certain the Rahil stays that way, or stays away. Surely there's a less extreme measure. The boy is young. He's stalking my apprentice. But if your son does not stay away from Valexia, you may rest assured, good sir, that he will answer to my court. Well, that's creepy. Oh, we're not going to go this way to see where my bro died? Oh, sure, he can walk by. I can't. Alright, I see how it is.
Here we are.
Tell me he's changed. At least a little.
Have fun finding out.
Alright, Verone's office. Well, I guess now is as good a time as any to go and talk to this guy. You thought I was going to break out the episode? Ha! No.
In all the 20 years that I have spent perched upon the spire, not once have I seen my city so broken.
Tristan was telling me the war's almost over.
Over? When does a war end? When the trumpets of peace sound? When the mask runners are dead in the gutter? No. It ends when it ceases to echo through every street, or shadow every face. It is over when the halls that it has emptied fill once again. This war is far from over. I trust the past 5 years have treated you well?
They've been kind.
Kind. Is that what you call those years you spent throwing all your coin at barkeeps, fleeing the grip of sobriety?
How?
The Cavalli Fields may be located across the belt, but it's still within the registry's vigil.
And so is plagued by your rats. Why am I here?
The answer is all around you. You've been to the docks. You've walked through the grounds. How many portieri enjoy the company of Masquerades?
Tristan told me. The city's losing too many of them.
We must learn the secrets of the Masquerades. Learn how to stop them from disintegrating upon their wearer's death.
This is a job better suited for the Vigilist.
Widen your mind, Cicero. You think I called you here to bury your nose in dusty tomes? You are not the first that I've spoken to of these matters. A regente of mine was tasked 3 months ago to explore the annals we have on Masquerades. You are here to find him.
How long's he been missing?
He missed tending in his last report due 20 days ago.
And you've sent no one else?
Ophina and Corvus were sent to investigate.
What did they find?
That their songs were shorter than they expected.
Both of them?
Ophina was found hanging in her room, hands tied, wrists slit. Corvus's body was not so fortunate. Whoever it was had resources. Wit, knowledge, finesse. It's a pity the two before you managed to find nothing apart from their own deaths.
So you called me back to feed me to the dogs?
No, I called you back to find my regente. If the canines come at you while you're at it, well...
You're a fool if you think I'll do this.
I'll think much more than that if you turn away. Especially if you read the case notes. You might find the name of my regente interesting.
Razatov.
You two were acquainted, were you not?
Anything else?
Only that you are to breathe no word whatsoever to anyone else regarding this case. Everything else you need is in those notes. Arm yourself in the Hall of Bearings. Then see what you can find. His office in the East Wing is probably a good place to start. That is all.
Alright, it looks like we have ourselves a mission. Alright, we're going to come over here, we're going to snag up whatever this is. The Verone. And I think this is as good of a place as any to break off the episode. I hope you guys are enjoying this so far. I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying the story. I'm looking forward to getting some fighting on. Looks like there's going to be some inventory and all sorts of other crazy stuff over here. This is a game, like I said, I've been waiting for a long time, and I can't wait. It's finally here. And I'm eager, and I just want to keep playing, but I'm going to probably stop today at 2 episodes and get those uploaded, and then we'll continue for the rest of the week. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for now. I will see you in the very next episode. Until then, my name's Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show, and I will see you later.